se acercan. Tú me debes una noche con maldad. Yo soy preso de esos besos y tu piel. Yo sé que eso se repite otra vez. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Más por DM me escribiste antes de llegar al hotel. Me conoces, no soy de eso. Yo te hago completico el proceso y empiezo a tocarte. Yo soy tu vicio, espero que no te asombre. También puedo besarte, ser loco y romántico a la vez. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Mami, viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Mi Pikachu, pues yo te elijo, siempre apunto a lo fijo. Por eso estoy contigo y porque la pasamos genial. Es un castigo, es solo que conmigo encontraste tu abrigo y por ahí encontraste algo más. Tú lo sabes. No nos desviemos del caso, solo tú y yo, mujer. Tú eres perfecta, tú eres mi caro y yo puedo ser tu nena. Sé que tú quieres más de eso. Flaca, tírame ese hueso que él no te dio, lo que te di. Y no solo hablo del sexo, lo que yo te di. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Baby, te quiero para mí. Tomando y viendo Netflix. Ya no se trata de sentir, se trata solo de fluir. Aquel día el instinto nos decía que esa noche juntico no quería, que las ganas, bebé, nos ganaría, pero no fue así. Vamos lento, ya, que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, ya, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, ya, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela y vamos a jugar. Ella sabe que quiero a mi mamacita. Ella también quiere que seamos felices. Ella, la que se apresura a la vueltica. Ella es intimidez. Como la ves, no le importa dónde y cuándo. Pero nada no es, yo no soy el que la mando. Nunca lo seré, su carácter no es de niña, que la puede controlar cualquiera. Y me encanta, yo lo sé, independiente. Vamos lento y verás. Y me encanta, yo lo sé, independiente. Vamos lento y verás. Vamos lento, ya, que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, ya, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, ya, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela y vamos. Los 7 días de la semana te doy de mañana y consejos sabes que no es. Te doy el desquite, que me quites todas esas ganas que te que si nos saturamos no disfrutamos del momento, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela.
Just met you, but you look, oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me, but I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. 'Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking, but I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you. I just see you move.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes, yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem, no, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes, yeah, and nothing can stop me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are.
What's going on? What's going on?
I follow to the edge of it all.
City, age, gender. What's up?
'Cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah.
City, age, gender in the chat room. Hit that like button. Oh. All right, we're about to get into this thing right here. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this tight. And we're going to be all right. I don't want anybody to get upset. I don't want to get anybody to get triggered. I don't want anybody to be angry. I want everybody to just sit back, relax, and understand that everybody's got a point of view. Everybody's got a point of view. It just might not be yours. So we're going to try out this song tonight for our stream song. Hopefully you guys can hear that song. Can you hear that song playing in the background? We got Lafayette in the house, Chi-Town in the house, Beantown. I want to see if you can hear this song while I'm talking to make sure. I like to have a little music playing so there are no dead spots, no dead air. Dream song. Hopefully you guys can hear that song. Can you hear that song playing in the background? We got Lafayette in the house, Chi-Town. Yeah, got the wrong song playing, but we're going to get it straightened out. All right, so that's what we're trying to do. Just slightly. You know why? Just slightly, because we're just trying to hear just a little bit of music in the background, so there's no dead spaces. So like when I take a breath or I pause or something like that. But if you are a musician, or if you like to create beats and you own the copyrights to your music, I am looking for a loopable track to play as the underlying theme song for this show. If you want to get your name out there, that is some great advertising for your brand. To say, yeah, my song is the song that plays when you're listening to Kevin Samuels. I don't know what the name of the show is going to be. You know, Nick at Night, The Godfather at Night. I don't know what we're going to call it. That's too bright. So, we build it while we fly, baby. We walk it like we talk it. That's color accurate light right there. They say that's color accurate. That's light for intermission. Maybe. It's intermission light. This is when the lights are supposed to go up when the movie's over. This is the lights that go down as we start to get into the that's strange. Oh, okay. I see how it goes. All right. Scary movie lighting. That's sports lighting. Color accurate light. Are we going to go back to this one? I like this one. So we're going to just try to figure out to get the right lighting. So anywho, here's what I want to do. I'm not trying to have to wait through another intermission tonight. Cool. Appreciate it, Angel. That's the way you do it. Angel is proactive, saying, I'm not trying to hear another intermission. Let's get it going. All right. So first off, thank you guys for showing up tonight. Monday is usually a pretty hectic day for me. Beginning of the week is when I have most of my one-on-one consults. I pack my week early so folks can get out there and have a good remainder of the week. If you're interested in booking your one-on-one time with me, here it is. There's where you book your virtual consult. That's image consult is going to be the best one for everything. Most people want that one. You know, if you need interpersonal communication one-on-one, that's really going to be much more specialized. You know, in an hour's training, we get a chance to actually go over some communication tips, tricks, pointers into making you a much more effective communicator in your personal and professional life. And if you want, and that's this, and if you want to just basically talk about career advice, career planning, how to move in the workplace, anything not image related, or not directly related to comms, that's here. Career coaching, planning, interviewing, all that in one shot. And if you need something that's just straight up advice, just my advice to you, there you go. Deliverable. 30 minutes or an hour. All right, but here's the thing. Let me see. I don't see somebody. Moderators, get on ready because you're going to be sniping folks tonight. You're going to be sniping people tonight, and I want you to understand that that's all right. Because when it comes right down to it, look at the title, 5 Things Women Are Told to Fear in High Value Men. 5 things that women are told to fear in high value men. And now that I got you guys in here, I can go ahead and add the rest of it. 5 things younger women are told to fear in high value men, older men. See, if I'd have put that in the chat room in the title, YouTube would have came by and said, oh no, you're talking about, ageism or whatever. It's shocking content. Doesn't matter how you slice it, but we got to talk about it. 5 things younger women are told to fear when it comes to high value men. If you recall last night's broadcast, I had a young lady call in and she said, she's trying to find a high value man and she wants to be married and, this picture perfect life she has in mind. But she's 22 and her fear is in dating older men. How often do we hear this story, especially in this community? The worldwide, you will see powerful women, powerful men, beautiful women. That's common. It is completely common, the norm for older men and younger women to hook up and marry. I mean, it's perfect. She's at the beginning. She has the most of her youth, her womb, her virginity, and the man is at the height of his resources and influence. Societal power. These things match. Last night I said, hey, is there any value in being married? And is there any value in being married today for women? And I said, no, not if you're a middle-aged or older woman. But that's not the question. Why'd you wait so late? The question is today, the point is today, have you ever noticed the things that older women tell younger women to fear when it comes to high value men? And in the news today, we have none other than Marcus Houston, former lead singer for the band Immature. Dating is no longer in the dictionary. I'm not talking about dating. See, dating doesn't exist like it used to, but marriage and relationship still does. We're not talking about dating. We're talking about marriage and relationship. And the things you marry for: legacy, power, connections. But I want to ask the question, does anyone ever notice how often younger women are cautioned about high value men to the point to where they're told to fear them? And for the sake of this argument, we're going to talk about black women. Yeah. Yep. 5 things that they were told. Let's get it started. See, that's what the music is there for. That's what that music is there for. First thing, and let's define high value. Let's define high value, shall we? High value is we're talking about higher earning men. We're not talking about your character. We're talking about men who are making We're not talking about athletes, entertainers. We're talking about men who are making six figures or better. In particular, a man who's making enough money to where his wife does not have to work, his 3 children are provided for, college is paid for, all these things. And when we talk about these things, we're talking about, men making around $250,000 to $350,000 a year, depending on the amount of children. But we just give a number of 300,000 because at 100,000, $10,000 a month, $125,000 a year, that's enough for one person. Let's get into it. What is one of the first things that older women will tell younger men that they should fear when it comes to older men? What is one of the first things that they are told to fear when it comes to older men? Well, with all that power they have over you, what's one of the first things they are told? They are told to worry about the abuse. High value men, well-off men, you hear older women telling younger women, you hear people telling younger women, you need to fear being dependent on your husband or your man, because if you are setting yourself up for abuse. Abuse, abuse, abuse. That's what a lot of these women that's what the younger women are told. They are told to worry about the abuse. Well, why else would he want to marry a younger woman? He needs a woman he can control, so he can dominate her. Who knows what's happening in that house? He could be beating her. I mean, think about how many times these violent, abusive behaviors get thrown onto business class men, but yet you have no specific stories being talked about. It's these hyperbolic what if scenarios. Well, this could happen, but they're told to fear the abuse. When abuse tends to happen more when money problems are around. Conflict tends to happen heavily when money is the issue. Well, when you got money, the ends are meeting like a mug. So, first and foremost, they're told to, and this is in no particular order. Okay, Ebony, let it go. Women are the biggest haters. He didn't say anything wrong. You can't be blocking that. You get a little quicker on the trigger there, Ebony. I'm watching now. Don't just be blocking everything or deleting everything. He wasn't rude. Women are told, younger women, like Marcus Houston. What are some of the things they said? Oh, Lord have mercy. She's too young. He's going to be able to, she doesn't know anything, and he's going to be able to, all these negatives, nothing positive, nothing potential. So what? He's supposed to wait to marry an older one? He's supposed to wait to marry a mid 30-year-old woman who's had all these issues and all this mileage from life? That's what he's supposed to do? Go back and forth and argue with a lot of, how many women do you hear calling onto this show, 35 plus, who sound happy, who sound agreeable? They talk about being abusive. If you type in all caps, you're going to get timed out. Marcus Houston got savaged for doing something that men of other races do at all times. You're told to worry about the abuse. Well, if he ain't abusing you, then it comes down to the second thing. Girl, you just a starter wife. You just a starter wife. He's getting you right now, but when he gets really, really well off, he's going to ditch you and go get a younger version. Again, where do we see this play out in large numbers in the world? Not in the business world. Again, not in athletes, not athletics, not entertainment, but in the middle class, the rich, the upper class, the upper middle class and the lower upper class. What do we see that playing out? Where men are just exchanging their wives because they reach age 35 and then go out and get their 18-year-old secretary. This stuff does not happen in mass. Again, 51% divorce rate. Women are filing 70 to 80% of the divorces. Women are leaving, not men. So if you want a marriage is ending, the majority of the time it's ending because the wife is leaving her husband. They're told to worry about abuse, emotional, verbal abuse. They're told that he's going to take your youth and and all this other kind of stuff. Then he's going to trade you in for a newer model, i.e. the starter wife. But the next three are the big ones. The next three are the big ones. Are we ready? LOL, where's the lie? Now tell me what the truth is, BAP. Tell me what the truth is. Because if you're going to just come in with your opinion, they're like buttholes. Everybody's got one. But you got a lot of women with opinions, but the data, the facts don't support that. And we're going to go into the next one. And BAP, this one's for you. High value men cheat. First off, all men cheat, but high value men really cheat. Because he's got all these options. So he's just going to cheat. Now, you can go look at the stats on adultery, on cheating, and you'll see the difference between men and women's levels of adultery are very small. I want to say black community is like 28% to 24%, 28% for men, 24% for women, something like that, 23%. But what you'll notice is that means 62 or 72% don't. That means 77% don't. So again, just like that woman who tried to come in and say, well, the minority is this, but the majority is this, but she would advise women to deal with the minority instead of the majority. The majority of men do not cheat. The majority of high value men do not cheat. And these women who come in and tell these younger women to fear all this stuff got nothing nothing really to back it up on some horror stories that they can make up. When do you really hear? Rarely do I hear women say, I know personally this. You know what you hear about cheating more often? Today, it's the other way around. Women are cheating on their men. But we'll get into that. See, high value men, because at the end of the day, men really aren't good people. So if they have power over you, they're going to use it and abuse you with it. Well, be careful of those kind of women who think that way, because what they're telling you is that's how they treat their mates, their significant others. They abuse their men because they have power. A la K. Michelle. Yeah, didn't you notice that these men, they Black Wolf, they are told avoid high value men, young women, because if they get you, they're gonna get you in that house, then they're gonna abuse on you. They're gonna abuse you. Well, first off, they're gonna just, after they finish using you up, they're gonna just dump you and go get a younger wife. That's the first thing they're gonna do. That's the ultimate plan. But while they got you, they're gonna be in there abusing on you. Emotionally abusing you, verbally abusing, psychologically abusing you. And then while they're doing that, they're gonna cheat on you too. This is where the whole community D thing comes in. He gonna have babies all over the place and babies over here, babies over here. Now forget the fact that the data and the statistics don't hold that up. We still gonna talk about it like that's what's around every corner, especially with high value men. But if you ever notice, the women who are telling young women this are unmarried. You ever notice some of the things older women tell younger women when it comes to high value men, but they're unmarried themselves. Never been married. They got all this advice. And then the last two. But before we get to the last two, let's see what's going on. We got 808 people looking. Guys, be polite. This is a triggering topic. When you got right on your side, when you got facts, data, and statistics on your side, you don't have to get pejorative. You don't have to get ugly with it. Don't have to get ugly with it. You don't have to get ugly with it. Just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Let's see how many likes. Man, we got 276 likes. Well, yeah, they gonna make it happen. Here come the intermission. We're gonna get the intermission if we don't get these likes up over 600. Get the intermission up, or get the likes up, and we go to intermission. Why do y'all make me do this? Jomo chucho babies. They just like, we just love the intermission. I think they like the intermission song. That's what I think it is. I think they like the intermission song. Come on. You're going to want to hear these next two. You're going to want to hear these next two. These next two, they're going to hear these on the moon. Just Dre, what up? Black Wolf in the house. Come on, get them up. I want to do the next two, man. We're gonna need at least 10 people to drop something on. What are we at right now, man? Come on, man. Don't act like this. Cause y'all asked me to open up the chat line, open up the phone line. Y'all want to sound off about this? Put them up. Come on, man. Come on. I like this song. I don't think I like this one. Yeah, we're going to go to this one. I like this one better. What are my top 5 shows you think kept women single longest? Shows like Girlfriends, Living Single, any show that showed women, Sex in the City, shows like that. Off the rip, keep women single.
You just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. Keep on telling me your dreams. Keep on talking to me. But I just want to see you move.
Yeah, man, any show that promotes women living with each other or by themselves is contributed to women being by themselves. Any show that devalued men, and that's cool, but even the woman who actually led the Sex in the City lifestyle will tell you, the modern Carrie Bradshaw, worst decision she ever made. There's an article about it. We're going to go over it. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself a question. What's the alternative? Younger women are being cautioned by older women to fear high value men, older men. What's the alternative? To get a lower value man? To get a younger man? That's the alternative. That's the alternative. Hey man, do me a favor, TIS. Don't highlight me like that, please. What's the alternative? What they're really telling younger women is stick with your younger guys So, and leave these older, successful, high value men. So by default, they'll have to pick one of us. That's what they're really saying. And here are the next two that they really use. Because once they'll tell me you'll be a starter wife, and then he'll be abusing you, or then he'll cheat on you. But the next one is they're secretly gay. See, these high value men with means and everything, and they're secretly gay. That's what they are. See, they got you, but you're like their beard. And while they say they're off working, they're really off having intercourse with men. Think about it. How often do you hear older women talking about high value men of their generation that they can't get? And they're throwing you're gay, you're this, you're that, you're all these negative words. So they'll tell the younger women, see, when you, I'm going to go into that story, but that's one of the biggest ones. When you hear older women throw out an attack at a man in her generation, it's inevitably going to be on, if he ain't picking her, he must be gay. How many high value men in the chat room right now can tell you that you've had a woman who tried to shoot her shot at you or said something to you and you turned her down, and the first thing that came out of her mouth is you some sort of gay? But the thing is, young ladies, understand, when a woman says this about men, these women are not your friends. They're not your allies. They want to prejudice you against men that will actually be good for your life. Again, what's the alternative? You should get a lower value man. You should get a younger man. They're not trying to help you. I have heard more women talk about all these guys who are secretly gay, abusing cheaters. And you look out into the world and like, where are all these dudes at? They don't exist. But that's the story. Since Stella got her groove back and Oprah Winfrey and all that, that's just been put out into the ether to justify why older women who fit this category have not been able to find a suitable mate. Go back to that show where I was talking to that woman down in Dallas, and the first thing she said, well, can't we use the statistics about men being in jail or gay or that? Her life was not enough, was not proof enough for her as to why she couldn't get a man. She needed to go to abstract statistics to justify it. No. Younger women, you are always going to be told by older women, avoid high value men because they secretly are gay. They're secretly gay. Especially the clean cut, well-spoken brothers in suits. Oh, they super gay. They're super gay. So, laugh at them when you end up getting your Marquise Houston on, because what they're hoping to do is jade you against men you did not know or see growing up, because most people don't have fathers in the household. But what's the last one? What is the last one, Jay Sylvester? What is the big holdout? What is the big holdout of all of them? 5 things younger women are told to fear in high value men. What's the most major thing they are told to fear when it comes to high value men? What is it that the last thing that younger women are told to fear when it comes to high value men? They're going to leave you for a white woman. They're going to leave you for a white woman. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Get down, girl, get down, get down. That's what it is. See, yeah, you can be with him when you young, girl. But sooner or later, once you done been all stretched out of shape and had him 18 kids, he gonna leave you for a gay white girl. So what is it? Is he gay or is he gonna leave you for a white girl? I mean, which one is it? Which one is it? He's gay and leaving you for a white girl? He must be a billionaire. He gonna leave you for a white girl. That's what it is. That's what your auntie, that's what your Nana told you. That's what your mama told you why she couldn't get no husband. That's what Big Mama tried to say, well, that's what's wrong because her daughter can't find nobody. What do you think all these women who are the mothers of Generation X, what do you think they're telling themselves? Well, I raised good girls. So the reason all my good girls can't find no men, it must be because they all got to be gay or with white women. It can't be that your daughters ain't crap. It can't be that your daughters are mean people, hard to get along with, uncooperative, bullheaded, stubborn. No, all the men got to be secretly gay and with white women. That's what. Have I lied yet? Start trying to have a conversation with an older woman about mating and relationships. Inevitably, she's going to say, I'm single AF because I can't find a man on my level. And the ones I find all got kids, they're cheating, they're abusive, or they're with white women. Go back to the woman the other day in law school with the humps and the bump. You know, Sharon Leal. Remember her? What does she keep saying about all the men? I can't seem to find them. I can't seem to find them on my level. And you could not, if you were not on this broadcast, if you listen to what that woman was saying, you know that is what she truly, truly believes. So those are the 5 things. 1, you're going to just be a starter wife. He going to leave you for a younger woman once he's done with you. 2, if he don't do that, he just going to abuse on you because you ain't got no money. You don't have no money, no independence. Girl, you better not do that because if you all dependent upon a man, he's going to abuse you. What does that tell you about that woman? That tells you that if she had the power over somebody, people fear people doing to them what they know they do to people. He gonna abuse on you. That's what he gonna do. Or he gonna cheat on you. Cause you know he got to be out. He got to have community D. He got to be out. What's the value of being married when your man is out here sleeping with everybody else and old girl can sleep with your husband for free and don't have any of the benefits. You tied. That's one of the craziest arguments I've heard. You married to a high value man, but girl, your husband's around town hitting everybody. So it's better to be the mistress because she's just getting your husband for sex and none of the obligation. You getting all the obligation and all the resources and everything. These arguments make no sense because the vast majority of people don't cheat. If we had a 75% infidelity number in relationships and marriages, then you got something. Or, well, of course he ain't cheating because you just a fronting wife because he's really gay. He's really gay. No, he's not cheating. Not with a woman anyway. He got a boyfriend in another city. Yeah, L boy, you know you heard this. He ain't cheating. Of course he don't have no other woman because he got a boy. Because you know that's what all them high value men do. Especially if he's good looking in shape and everything else. The only reason he's good looking in his shape because he's trying to stay sexy for another man. That's what a lot of these women fear mongering to these younger women. Marquise Houston, you know he gonna abuse that girl. And it don't matter what, at the end of the day, even if you do all that, he's really going to end up and leave you for a white woman. He really just want a white woman. Well, my question is this then. If all that's true, let's just accept the argument. Younger women, you need to avoid high value men because they are they looking for Stepford wives. They're looking to abuse you, to take out all that misogynoir on you. They're looking to cheat on you and embarrass you and have, community D, you're gonna have to hear about your man slipping around on everybody else. Okay, all those three things. And then you're gonna have to hear about him with his boyfriend because he's rich, he's got means, so he got to keep pushing the envelope. So girls ain't even gonna be enough, so he got to go to boys. He got to go have that, and then after all that, he still got to push the envelope. He gonna still leave you for a white woman. So here's the thing: let's accept all that. What do you tell younger women who want to be wives and have relationships? Whether they want to be traditional wives or whether they want to have a relationship. What do you women or you older women tell them women? What men do they need to go after? You can't go after high value men. You can't tell them to get a high value man, a man with resources, because they are toxic. They are horrible. They're going to do all these horrible things to you. So ladies, older women, elder millennials, Generation X, what do you tell younger millennials and zennials? What category of men do they need to go after? Because if they can't go for the high value ones, where do they go? Where do they go? That's the question. Where do they go? What do they go? What do they do? Because the answer can't be you just don't get a man. What are they supposed to do? What they supposed to do? They're supposed to go after what? Lower value men? Younger men? What are they supposed to do? Go after lower value men? Younger men? Women? They're supposed to just stay single? What? Because see, apparently we men don't know nothing. We can't be trusted. Whatever they like. No, Bap. No, let me go ahead now. You come on here, Bap. You get on the chat. You come on in the comments. You come on the Zoom line. You always in here chit chatting away. Get on the line. Cause see, I want you to understand, younger women, BAP said, tell them to go after whatever they like. See, that's the kind of guidance they want to give you. They want to make you scared of high value men because BAP ain't got one. You can believe that. You can believe like fat meat is greasy. BAP ain't got one. And she cannot tell you specifically what you need to do. She just like, just whatever you like. So in effect, what she's saying, be unattached like me, single AF until you die. Because it's better to be, what women like that are saying is, come over here because this is where it's at. It's good to be like this. Because here's the false choice. I would rather be like this if I got to put up with all that to have a high value man. Let me explain that. Younger women, you are often given a false choice. What is a false choice? The false choice is is choosing between a contrived extreme or the current situation. Case in point, I remember asking a friend of mine, a coworker, who told me he wasn't prejudiced. This guy was from Gatesville, Texas, and his wife was from McGregor, Texas. Told me he weren't prejudiced. I said, everybody's has some prejudice. Oh, no, I don't. I was like, I know you don't think you're prejudiced because I'm around you and your family, and I've actually looked after your daughter, but you are too prejudiced. He said, no, I'm not. I was like, let me explain to you. I said, so you mean to tell me if your daughter came home from college, if B came home from college and she said, Daddy, I want you to meet my fiance. It happened while he was away at an internship, and we fell in love. And I met his family. He's great. And she told you his background. He went to Ivy League. Da, 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 da. I want you to meet him. And then he came through the door, and Sidney Poitier, look, guess who's coming to dinner? She came through the door with a black man. What would you say? This is what he said. Well, I'll tell you this. I would rather her be with a black guy than with a white guy who's a meth addict beating her tail. That's the false choice. I said, no, dude. I asked you, what about the black guy or a white guy on her level? Why did you have to go to the worst of white men? Why couldn't she just get a white guy? And then he said, well, I guess I am prejudiced. I'm like, yeah, because you said I would rather her be with a black man than a terrible person. That's the only way that situation worked. So when you hear these women say, well, I would rather be single than settle. I would rather be single than be with some guy that's going to be cheating on me, going upside my head, abusing me, secretly gay, or with white women. Hello. Have we heard this? Have we heard this? Oh yeah, we've heard this. So my thing is, all right, older women, what do you tell the younger women? What do you tell them then? What do you tell them? Because they're looking for answers, and apparently we can't be trusted. We can't be trusted. So what do you tell them? Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want. I deleted a comment, but she said, do whatever you want. That's no direction at all. I'm not going to tell you what to do because then I'm going to be responsible when it inevitably fails. The answer is, that's what the ultimate answer is. I got an answer for you. Young ladies, I got an answer for you. I got an answer for you. Who wants to call in and get it? Got an answer for you. My mama told me not to bring home a white girl home. Well, then don't go visit your mama. Don't go visit your mama. Take your woman wherever you want to take her. If you pick a white woman and your mama don't like her, do like I told my mother. Do like I told my mother when she pulled that crap on me. You don't bring her home if she can't use my comb. She said that one time. The next time she said it, I told her, hey, mom, I love you. I always have, but I'm going to tell you, if I bring her home, that means I love her. And if you love me the way you say you do, you'll tolerate her because I love her. If I marry her, you'll accept her because she's your daughter-in-law. And if you can't treat her like she should be treated, you'll just be a bitter old woman that never sees her grandchildren. You'll see me, but you'll never see your grandchildren. My mother never said that shit to me ever again in life. I've never brought a white woman home. I've never cheated. And that's the great misconception. High value men aren't all cheaters. Now, dogs, players, different things. But cheating, we're in a one-on-one committed monogamous relationship and then I'm tipping out the back? No. Nope. If you type in all caps, you are going to be timed. You're going to have your comment deleted and you'll be timed out. Terrell, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Let me go ahead and put you in there. Richard Roberts, act like you got some sense. You got to set your mother straight. But the thing is, Trina, Honey Lemon, I want to know what you tell these women. I know I framed it in a funny way, but I want you to understand something. Forget me. You don't have to like me, but you can see that your fellow sisters are trying to figure out what to do out here. What do you tell them? What do you tell them? What is it? What does he say? It's a hell of a stretch between a billionaire. What's going on here? Oh, Amelia. Only 46 billionaires under the age of 40, while most men are broke. No. You know, I'm sitting there looking at some of the stuff you type in the chat room too, and I'm starting to really look at what's up with you? Cause I look at my chat room and it's like you come to my channel and you respond to like in the comment section and you go to people. What's your purpose here? I'm just curious because you got a lot to say on my channel, but you've never called into the show. Here's your shot. You here all the time. Call in. I got a question. What do you tell the young women? But Amelia, I'd like to hear from you. They have no concept of what to tell them, Anthony. Here's what you tell them. Tell young women, don't be like me. That's what you tell them. If you want a different outcome, don't be like me. It's like that woman who called in the other day who wanted to tell me all this stuff about high value men. And I say, well, are you married? What's your husband got to say? I ain't married. You ever been engaged? No. Okay. Well, if you wanted to get married, what would you tell him? Donald, you've been timed out for highlighting me. I say, do not highlight me. If you want my attention, put it in super chat. No, Amelia, you're not. I don't think you're shy. I think you're a troll. Because I've looked at you. I mean, the way you talk to people. You know, and I'm okay with spirited conversation, but you're not too shy to go from video to video to comment section, writing a comment wall. But yet you're not ever called into my show. So here's your chance. Get your shy ass on the show. What you tell younger women is like what you wish you'd have been told. How about that? Tell younger women what you wish you'd have been told. I wish somebody would have told me to go to college and when you go to a college that has you have a good chance of meeting a man that's going to be successful. Go to a college where you can find you a hit squad member and get him early and get hitched. Go in there with the primary objective of getting married. The degree is your backup plan. Marriage is your ultimate plan. Go in there and tell them the things you hear a lot of black women talk about. These other races are told to marry strategically. Tell them, I'm too old for this, but if I were younger like you, I would go do this. I know that I'm not agreeable. I know that I've got too much attitude and I'm set in my ways. I'm cool with that. But you don't need to be like me. You need to be cooperative, feminine, agreeable. Somebody sent me a video request talking about making a video on the agreeableness quotient. That's next. Far too many of you ladies today, far too many women today are disagreeable. You're disagreeable in your spirit. So when I see people going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, I can look at it and notice a disagreeable spirit. Where'd she go? I think she ran away. Uh-oh. Amelia. Oh, I guess you're not gonna pay attention. Amelia, if you type one more thing in my chat room, and instead of getting on my show, I'm going to block you on the channel. And when I block you on the channel, it's going to remove every comment you've ever gone through. I don't know who you think you are, When I say get on the show, you think you're gonna come in here and just do that stuff? You got the right one today. See, stats and figures and things like that, or you can use them however you want, but the net of it, yeah. Kevin, you're super right. I studied econ, got a job on Wall Street. Thank you, ma'am, for saying that. Yes, that's what you need to be telling these young women. Got a job on Wall Street just to be around high value men and get exposure. That's right. That's what you're supposed to do. Not supposed to tell these women to fear high value men. What are we trying to tell younger women? Go. Are you trying to say you're an advocate for women and women get what they want? You tell them to go get into a 50-50 situation? Is that what you're saying? Right. Stats aren't misleading. Stats have their purpose. Stats are not misleading. Stats have their purpose. The problem with stats is most people don't understand statistics. Most people don't understand statistics. They've never taken it. You understand sample size. I've heard some of the most asinine, foolish, ignorant questions regarding stats. And ignorant meaning lacking knowledge. Oh man, only 400 people were talked to, man. That ain't nobody. I'm like, you have no idea what sample size is. Younger ladies, question for you. How many of your mothers, aunts, older siblings, cousins, people in church have made you fear men of means, high value men, older men who actually have the resources, gravitas, standing to actually provide the kind of lifestyle you say you want? Have women told you to go after that, or have they made you fearful of it? That's a question I have. When I talked to a young lady the other night, see, men with means, high value men, you can't play those games like you play with guys who are 50-50. They need you. When men don't need your money, your paycheck, when you are there for a help meet, when you are there for FBI, feminine, beautiful, inspirational, when you are there to actually be the turbo boost to the engine. What's going on, David Johnson? When you're there to be the turbo boost to the engine, some of you don't know how to act. You've been used to being a little if you know what a four banger is, a little 4-cylinder engine. A lot of women are four bangers, meaning you're a little bitty 4-cylinder engine in a Volkswagen Bug. Yeah, you can get from point A to point B in a Volkswagen Bug. They even brought the Volkswagen Beetle back, the Bug back, and made it look cooler than they did in the 70s. But back in the 70s, the Volkswagen Bug was a hippie car. It was trash. And they brought it back to make it a little cute college, suburban, pumpkin spice latte car that kind of took the place of a Volkswagen Cabriolet. But no one gets in a Volkswagen Beetle or Bug for a luxury ride. It gets you from point A to point B. It is better to actually have real German engine under there, and then you take the money you had to make the Volkswagen Bug a car. You take that money and you put it into real German engineering under the hood and put on 2 turbos like in Becky out there. So when you sitting in German luxury, instead of thanks. You know what I'm saying, Sylvester? You know what I'm saying, Gina? You know what I'm saying? Women, I need to be the turbos, not the 4-banger engine. How many people have ever ridden in a 4-banger engine? You know, a car with a 4-cylinder engine, like one of those old Ford Ranger trucks, to where the top speed is like 90. It's like, you know you can't outrun nobody. You know, that's the car in the horror movie that Jason or Michael just walks down. You grab it as fast as you can, and the zombies are just like, "We're gonna get you." Sadly, that's what a lot of women's careers and work life is like, and it's because you really aren't meant to be out there trying to compete in the work world. That's not an insult. It's not. And you really don't want to be out there trying to compete in the work world. You would rather be with that high value man. But you've been told that if you put your hand up and say that, then you're a pick me. Or you're a pick Misha. And you're all these things. Well, guess what? Over here, pick me is a badge of honor. Over here, someone calling you a pick me is cause for a celebration. Over here, wear your pick me status with pride. Where do you hear the terms pick me spoken of in women's spaces? They're spoken of in a negative connotation. Do these women sound happy? When you hear a woman in these women's spaces calling a woman pick me, does that woman sound like she's a happy woman? Don't touch my Ford Ranger. Yeah, it'll get you there. But Bobby, you know what I'm talking about. Reese, Bobby, you know what, man, that damn thing don't move. It's gonna know it. It'll get you there. It'll get you there. So, pick me's get picked. Yes. And dudes in there talk about, I don't want to be on here let me flip it to the men. Well, you want pick me's, then you can't sit around talking about, well, I don't want to be used. I don't want to be used. Andre Hatchett. I'm going to speak for Andre Hatchett. Me and Andre Hatchett, brothers like us, we love being used. I love being used. Please use me. Use me. Because if I can be used, that means I'm useful. No one wants to use something that's not useful. Hello. I'm 50-50, but I don't need my woman real talk. All right. Do you, man? But this is not a 50-50 space. I'm just gonna be honest. It's not a 50-50 space. But you ain't been in here wilding out, so cool. But here I expect men to pay for everything. Because it's the best position for a man. And to be able to pay for everything. Go back and watch the video. Don't judge it. Just go back and watch the video. I expect a man to lead with his wallet. Don't judge it. Go back and watch the video. At the end of the day, let's take it to Wakanda. I said this on my Patreon stream earlier today. If you're in the business class, in the top 20%, the educated class, white collar or blue collar, it doesn't matter. If you're talking about being a business owner, you're in what the French call the bourgeoisie. That's the middle class. That's royalty, what's here, and then the masses. That's when monarchy, then the masses. The bourgeoisie, the middle class, was a new thing. That's where the guilds, the carpenters, the artisans, the blacksmiths, all those things were in there, in the service economy. The attorneys, the doctors, lawyers, the dentists, all those people who service the royalty, the top 1%. In this community, we're going to have to get okay with the fact that there is a ranking system, there is a strata, there is class, there is socio-economic differences. We're going to have to get okay with women are told to rank themselves according to their SMV, their beauty. Men, you're going to have to get okay with ranking yourself according to your status as well. All of us are not equal. There are men that outrank you. There are men that outrank me. I don't have a problem with ranking. I know that there are men that outrank me, I know that there are younger men in the world outrank me. They have more means, more access, larger networks. I'll be a fool to go to a man that outranks me and try to pull rank on because of age. Knock that bullshit off. But the ranking system means there's a winner, there's a top, and there's a bottom. Where are you in the ranking system? And I would tell you, the people who tend to rank closer to the top tend to not have a real problem with the ranking system. The people who tend to rank closer to the middle or bottom tend to have a problem with the ranking system. The deal is, if you want to increase where you are in the ranking system, do the work. Do the work. Do the work. And I think it's foolish to tell younger women, I think it's foolish for older women to terrify, scare, make afraid younger women, knowing that higher value men can actually help do the things you know it's going to be successful to make it through this life. How many of these older women telling these younger women stuff really appear to be happy in their careers, happy in their lives? Go to Fox and Soul. How many of them women are really happy? They're not happy. Tell these women the truth. You want us to tell young men the truth? You want us to tell young men, hey man, you're going to have to get out here and show your work. You're going to have to get out here and be able to pay the cost to be the boss. No one's going to just bow down and submit to you because you have X and a Y chromosome and a penis. Not going to work that way. You have to be a leader amongst men if you plan to lead men. Knock it off. All right. We don't have any callers tonight. That's cool. Thank you, G-Toss. Videos coming up. You've asked for the videos. They're coming up. Dude, Jesus Christ. The sugar daddy issue. Some of you ladies out here, you really are sugar babies looking for sugar daddies. And you need to leave the good dudes alone. I don't have a problem with sugar babies. I don't have a problem with any of that. I have no problem. Fair exchange is no robbery. But I do have a problem when a woman like that 19-year-old girl was talking about that 23-year-old guy who couldn't keep up with her demands. That was a girl looking for a sugar. She was trying to be a sugar baby with a 23-year-old dude. No, you should have just gone out and got a sugar daddy. See, just like I don't think men should be messing around with marrying type women and virgins. If you know you out here in pump and dump, smash and dash in the hookup culture, man, leave the good marrying women alone. Don't be touching around on these virgins. No, you need to leave them alone. That's my code. I hang out with guys who think like that. Conversely, if you are a sugar baby or you're looking for a sugar daddy, you're looking for somebody to put you on the payroll or on the budget, stop going to these middle class dudes who are looking for relationships and trying to get in their pocket. You're foul. We're going to have that conversation. The other conversation, do black men earn how black women look? Oh, yeah, that was one. Maybe we'll do that on Friday night because that's going to have to be a lighter conversation because I don't want to. The question is, look at where black men are ranked. People work on incentives. And the question is, it's always been asked, well, what incentive do black women have to submit to black men? All right, well, what do black men's incentive have to become powerful and build Wakanda? Do black men earn how black women look today? Chicken or the egg conversation. Let's have it. And the other question was about agreeableness. How does your agreeableness quotient, your level of agreeableness, impact your image and your ability to build networks and relationships? Those are three questions. Call-ins. Here are the call-ins. I'm sorry. Understand now, I'm going to give it to you both sides, but I'm going to always hold men to a different standard because, that's just what we are. Hey, you need to unmute yourself, sweetheart.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how do I pronounce your
Hey,
name?
it's Hedelise.
Let me go ahead and turn this music off. Halise?
Hedelise.
Hedelise. Jesus, what's your fine self?
Oh, thank you.
All right, now go ahead and speak on it on the
Yeah,
econ.
so I was just calling because I sent in the super chat about me working on Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire reason that I got an education in econ was because I knew that a lot of high value men worked on Wall Street. And so just being around them, being exposed to them, and
Mm-hmm.
being working in the same field really kind of gives you the ability to be verified. So it's
Mm-hmm.
easier to talk to them, have them
Right.
take you out for coffee, all that stuff.
Okay.
And just to verify everything that you've been saying, today we had a call with someone who is 39 years old and he's the head of the corporate bank.
Okay.
And this guy makes about at least $100K a year just on salary alone, not even
Yeah.
counting bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about his wife. He's been married to his wife for 20 years. They met right after college, married shortly after, and now they have 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was talking about that, I was just like, wow, this is exactly what Kevin Samuels is talking about. So being around these guys is kind of like the same story they've been talking about.
Yeah, I mean, look, strategic men don't have a problem with women who mate strategically. It's smart. It's smart. I mean, I would say that the man that you end up meeting and marrying was going to value the fact that you were smart enough to go to get a degree in econ and come to Wall Street to be around high value men. That's smart. How's that going to be a downside for your children? For to have a mother that's intelligent, you think a man will say, is this woman more likely going to teach my children how to think logically and strategically? Or are my offspring going to be able to make it in the world? That's a good thing. Where'd you go to school at?
So I went to Rutgers University.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that story. And I think I would like to have a show on that. Would you come back on the panel if I have a show on that topic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I don't want to put you on the spot right now, but I appreciate it. Anything else you want to tell everybody?
No, yeah, nothing. Just I'm really enjoying your content, so thank you. It's really helpful.
Appreciate it, sis. Talk to you.
All right, bye-bye.
See, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. I don't know any men, any successful guys who have a problem with women saying they want what they want. That's why I've started kind of helping women define, if you want these high value men, cool, say it. Then know what it's going to take to be in these guys' presence. Andre Hatchett does not want to be around a ratchet. That rhymes. Andre Hatchett don't want to be around a ratchet. He's been to the rodeo. He knows where he is. He knows where he's going. And his Phoebe, his Gidget, his whatever, when she shows, he's ready to close. God damn, I'm just rhyming. Wow. I was going to say, when he shows, he's ready to close. Okay, that's good. I need to write that. Andre Hatchett doesn't want to ratchet. When she shows, he's ready to close. You need to write things down. But that's the point. The point is, we're ready to get on to it. High value men know what they want and they're ready to get on to it. We don't want to haggle. One of the beautiful things about being a high value man, being able to pay full price for everything, you don't have to freaking haggle. You just got to know what you want. Here's the thing. I've been on both sides of the car purchase. I've been on the side where I had no money and credit, and I had or no money and good credit, where I had to still haggle with the salesperson on price because the overall price of the car I had to make payments on, regardless if my credit was great or if it was in jeopardy. But let me tell you, when you are a cash buyer, when you have independent financing, it is lovely. See, you're not in the used car market or the new car market. You're over here in the I'm ordering it, making it my damn self. And you're saying, I want this with this interior, this package, and such and so forth. I'll wait for you to ship it from Germany. 2 All these people are getting a car, but everyone has a different process. High value men are ready to get to the business. They're not trying to haggle. They're not trying to negotiate. They ain't trying to go up to the club and, hey, shorty, what you doing? What's going on? Look, fuck all. Excuse me. Forget all. There's a minute marker. Forget all that. 1 minute, 24 seconds. YouTube is tripping with language these days. Forget all that. All right. I'm peanut butter. You jelly. I got the bread. Let's go make a sandwich. Cool. You're 27. I'm 51. All right. We 26. Okay, cool. 2 kids minimum. Two kids. I want 2 at least out this mug. I'm gonna be up out here long before you leave, but you're gonna be taking care of 2, 3 kids. All right, cool. Sign right there and move on. Okay. Don't find that deal. Okay, you're 37. No kids in this deal. Cool. All right. You're gonna have a different sports package than the 26-year-old with the kid model. We're gonna have the 37-year-old with the no kid model, different sports package. Okay, then we're gonna do the travel package. Cause I want to go here. You want to do this. We're gonna have to make sure there's nothing coming out of there. So I'm gonna get the snip, you're gonna get the snap, and we're gonna go on over and do it. Cool. I'm a reasonable person. I mean, men know what they want. A lot of people, let's just be honest, a lot of people are tired of wasting time. You're wasting a lot of god darn time. That's one of the biggest frustrations with black men and black women. You're seeing non-black people who are on Mother's Day and Father's Day enjoying time, on family time, and you got a lot of single people just tired of wasting time. Like, damn, another summer's gone by and I got nobody. Another holiday season coming up, got nobody. You're fucking tired. Oh, jeez, I get it again. We're tired of wasting time. So if nobody else is going to say it, I'll say it. Stop wasting time. Go ahead and say, here are my deal breakers. Here's what I can negotiate on. And start wearing that stuff like a badge of honor and being real with it. What do you have to have and what don't you have to have? Do I have to have any more kids? No. Is it a possibility? Why would I deal with a younger woman if the kids aren't on the table? If I had knowing what you want is valuable for men and women. Don't let anybody scare you out of what is good for you. Living your life according to other people's fears is foolish. Living your life according to other people's fears is foolish. I've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Don't want to see it anymore. So I don't make these broadcasts to trigger women, to start conflict. What I actually am trying to assist my male clients and my viewers in the outcomes they want. And also by extension, the women who want to be with men by the same things. At the end of the day, people want to be with people. I am tired of not being able to see black people having dinner parties on the weekend and you got 2 or 3 different things to go to. Weekend's coming up here shortly. In a non-COVID situation, the club should not be the only alternative for entertainment for adults. You should be able to go to somebody's house who's having a dinner party. You're gonna watch the fight. There's something going on. See, there are plenty of other communities that actually have entertainment, adult entertainment. We don't still have to be doing juvenile, no offense, but younger people stuff. I've been there, done that. I don't need to be ripping and running out of the club, getting drunk in the parking lot, going to look, man. We need to go into the adult stuff. You know you want to do it too. Charlie sweating. Yeah, because I'm getting pissed, man. Woo, because you know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's more true than not. One of the things back in the 90s and early 2000s when I would hear a lot of corporate sisters, and I would see a lot of these black women's faces when their less attractive white counterparts were getting married. Less attractive, less accomplished, less credentialed. Okay? Sisters from UT, OU, Howard, Spelman, University of Pennsylvania, NYU, Stanford, University of Washington, Florida, all Northwestern, and seeing Molly on Insecure. To see some of these women who had been told, do A, B, and C, focus on your career, and then they look at their less credentialed, less attractive, non-black female counterparts who maybe have been doing the same kind of job, maybe doing an administrative type job, working for MCI or Exxon or something like this, or Office Depot corporate, and then look up and these very same women who they were in office with, maybe they were up here or maybe down here, 2 years, they're coming back and they got married, they're going to their friends' marriages. When I was seeing all these white women going to weddings during the summertime and I saw all the black women and no one was going to weddings, I was like, what the hell? Why is Bethany and Brittany and why are they all going to weddings during the weekend and all the black women talking about going to the club? If you work at a company long enough or in a building long enough, you'll see these very same women. Oh, well, we got married. Next thing you know, well, I'm pregnant, so I'm going to have to quit. Oh, I married Kevin over in sales or Tom over in finance. Next thing you know, she's not working anymore. She's coming up to the office with a stroller, dropping off Tom's lunch, and she used to be your coworker. Am I lying, black women? So I used to would see this. Now, these are my counterparts. I would love to hear these women tell the younger women, guess what, sis? There's a different way of doing it if you want a different outcome. Stop trying to demonize it. I find it interesting that you demonize the very things you say black men need to build. We need black male business. We need more black men, and we don't need all the dusties and crusties. All right, well then, where are their counterparts? All right, I got to get up out of here. What's going on in the chat room? All right, cool. Where the Asian woman got married to Jamal and Molly looks salty? Yeah. That's right, man. That's right. But remember the 5 things, and young ladies, younger women, I need you to understand, here are the 5 things. If you're told to fear these 5 things, if you hear somebody talk about these 5 things, you need to run. You're going to be a starter wife. He's just going to use up your youth and ditch you. Or he's going to abuse you. He's going to be emotionally and physically abusive. Oh, he going to cheat on you. You know, all those high value men cheat, especially when you got no options. They just want to get you over there so you'll be vulnerable. And at the end of the day, he's going to cheat on you because he's secretly gay anyway. All them high value men are gay. They just want to get over there to where they got to bring home all them, gay diseases to you. And at the end of the day, it don't matter. He's going to leave you for a white woman. Those are the 5. Those are the 5. All right. Well, that was interesting. That was fun. We got that on. Today is Monday. I'm getting ahead of myself. Today is Monday. We're going to get on into the rest of the show this week. Guys, it promises to be an interesting week. All right. And as we're going to get out of here, I got to grab me something. Oh, yeah, I got company. Yeah. Oh, it's almost midnight. It's that time. Peace. We are gone. Join me on the mix.
In
Headed over to the Facebook group The Mix for about 15 minutes after this. Headed to The Mix for a Mix live stream. Join me on The Mix. Age, marital status, what you looking for? Gotta have an actual profile picture of you. Join me on Patreon for streams you'll only see there. Mondays at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Got 3 more Patreon videos dropping this week. A little bit behind on Patreon videos, but that's where they go. Follow me on IG for live streams you will only see there in what I call the frat room. Live from Life Atlanta, the series on IGTV. Thank you, Atlanta Tourism Board. You got any video ideas, things like that, send me an email here. Business only. If you want to book your time with me, go to my website, bykevinsamuels.com. Pick your session, pick your time. Let's get it. Lights down.
It's not a problem, no. 'Cause I know what I'm getting.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Good night.
Nothing can stop me, no. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and